Hello, I'm Jeanette Cole and I teach drawing and painting courses. And today I'll be showing you how to draw lilies in soft pastels. I've chosen a dark background to be a contrast against the light colour of the flowers, and the colours that I'll be using today are light pink, dark pink, orange, brown, a light green and a dark green and white. So let's begin with the outline drawing. Okay, let's start with the first lily, drawing in the first petal here. Let's draw in the second petal, and now let's draw in the third and the fourth one. Some lovely twists on the petals themselves, making really interesting shapes to draw. So let's just put in the sixth petal now. And let's not forget the stamens. There's 6 stamens on a lily. Now let's start with the second lily. First petal there. Let's do the second one. And the third. And let's put in the fourth petal. Fifth. And the sixth. Let's not forget the stamens. And let's bring in some buds as well. So there's a bud there. Let's bring another one here in the centre. And one more. Let's bring it over there. Okay, let's add in a few leaves. There we are. And just one more there. Okay, let's start by adding some white to the lilies. We've got lots of white on them. Okay, so just bring in the shape of each petal here. Now I'm going to press a bit harder with the pastels just to create a bit more definition. On some of these petals. So let's bring in, as I say, all the white, so that the shape of each petal appears. Okay, now let's start adding in some white on the lily that's more in the distance. Let's start putting that in now to create the shape as well. And as mentioned, sometimes you can give more emphasis, more definition by just pressing a bit harder with the pastel, just applying a little bit more pressure with the pastel. Okay, let's also add a little bit of white to the buds. We've got some buds that we're bringing in here as well. So let's just create those shapes, and another one there. Okay, so that's great. Now what we're going to do is add some pink now. So let's bring in the pink. So each petal is now going to have the pink being added in. Okay, and in the centre of each petal we're going to have some darker pink. So let's pick some dark areas and a dark line on each of these petals. Okay, and some more here. More there. And another one there. So let's do the same on the second lily. Let's add some pink, bring in the darker area. Soften that down. Let's add some more pink in. bring the pink back in there. Okay, so right, so the next thing is let's start to add some green. So we've got some green on to add into the each of the buds. Let's put some green in there. And let's now think about adding the stamens. And remember, there's 6 of those that we need to add in. So let's get 6. And also the stigma, got to put that in as well. Let's put that in there. Let's put another one there. Okay, right. So let's now finish these stamens off. Let's put some brown in. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's do 6 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now I'm going to add some orange, and this is really going to brighten up and draw more attention to each of these stamens here. So okay, let's okay, so that's that. Right, let's add in some green now to the leaf area. Okay, and another green there, and some more green here. Okay, bit of green there on the stems as well. So let's add some pink into the buds, because these buds are going to be opening soon. So let's get some pink in there as well on each of these. Okay, right, so let's go back in with the white just to define some of these areas a little bit more. So we've got some lovely twists and turns of each petals. So I'm just going to get that in there to make it more apparent. So it's just really looking at the shapes here and how we can define them, make them stand out just that little bit more from the next one. So a little bit more definition there, and also just bring in a little bit more of the white there, and also on this one let's just make that a little bit more defined in there. And the same again on the top one. Let's look at this lily and see how we can just bring out the shape a little bit more on each petal. And the same there, let's bring that one out just a little bit more as well. And again on there, let's just add a little bit more white in there. Okay. So what I'm going to add now is a little bit more of the light green, just to the leaf, just to brighten that up a little bit as well. Okay, and then just a case of going back to each petal, filling in any areas you want to, just add a little bit more, as I say, definition to. And let's add a little bit of white here just on some of these stamens, just to lift those out a little bit more there. And let's go in with a bit of green now on each of these petals. The good thing about pastels is that you can, add other colours in over the top as well. So and let's add a little bit more here as well. Okay. There, and a few darker green touches just in here. shape just a little bit more on these. Okay, just a little bit more pressure there on the white. And then we'll be there. And here's my finished sketch, and I hope that you enjoy drawing your lilies.